All right, and we are live for the Positivity Gaming Session. I know sometimes it's just easy to sit around and just flip through channels or just let life happen, but here's to just setting an intention to having whatever you do be positive. So it can be a walk, it could be eating your food, it could just be whatever you're doing. But right now I'm having this gaming session. Well, the fact that I'm just gaming in general means that life is good. I mean, the fact that if anyone's playing a video game, it's a leisure activity. To have a console, to have a TV, to have the time to play it. You know what I mean? So here's to seeing all the positive in life and making the best through it all. That's what it's all about. Yeah. But sometimes when you're surrounded by just people who are not interested in the things that you're interested in, or like you could be doing all the best things ever, but like in anyone else's eyes, you're not doing much. You know what I mean? That's why I like to really make it an important thing to say that. You know what I mean? You give yourself the validation that you need because no one else is going to understand you like you do. So you could put all the hard work and effort in, but someone who's not focused on that kind of stuff, they won't see anything. They'll just see you running around doing so. You know what I mean? So you could be working hard, and to them, you'll be like, it's like, oh, what are you complaining for? You know what I mean? So here's to giving yourself the credit that you deserve for all the things that you do without seeking validation externally, because I know as a young child I always sought validation from friends, my mother, family, about, looking up to them of, oh, are you happy? Did I make you happy? Is this happy? It's like, well, you know what? If Sure, I can be empathetic, but if someone around me is having a terrible day, I'm not going to let that ruin my day. You know what I mean? If someone around me is sad, I'm not going to let that make me sad. I'm going to still stay and remain happy and loving within myself because I know what I do is important to me, and I'm fully aware that no one that the people that I may have that loved the most my entire life, they have other interests and other wants and needs, and they even want other things from me. So here's to just riding your own wave and giving yourself the validation that you need without looking externally for what anyone else is doing or what anyone else is going to say about it. Like, be the trendsetter. Like, don't, for example, for gaming, it's like, don't look at what most, I mean, sure, it's good to look at what's popular, but ultimately, if you really love a game, just play it. You know what I mean? Or if you really want to stream a game that you love, just play it. It shouldn't have to be about how many views you're going to get or whatever. Just because it's just real. That it's just straight up. You know what I mean? And also, streaming's a good place just to like talk, and you could get like just s- spread your own positivity rather than just watching TV or I like journaling and stuff too, but gaming is a passion of mine. You get the camera going. Sweet. All right, let me make it smaller. That's fine. Yeah, I'll make it smaller for now. The doggies aren't in the room right now. Positivity and health stream. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm just going with the quantum flow of it. You know what I mean? I'm just enjoying the present moment of it, like if like I was just given all this stuff right now. You know what I mean? Not taking the things that I have for granted. Oh yeah, let's do box size. Aha, effects, brightness, display camera. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's do the hex cutout. Refocus. Oh, it's having trouble refocusing on the face. Gotta move the camera a little bit. I think that'll help. Maybe if I turn on the light for a second. Oh wow, there we go. Okay, display okay, camera on. Oh wow, that's really cool. Here, I want to show the stream. Okay, so look at if it'll show my entire room. Yeah, look at that. See, the camera catches the entire room. That's pretty cool. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that right now. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. There's my streaming setup there on my computer. No, but heck yeah, I give myself the credit I deserve. Hitting the gym all the time, eating healthy, thinking positively, always just taking care of myself. Not because it's like something like I drastically need to do, just because it's just what helps me feel good. I like, you know, I have to admit, it does require going through some tough days with, you know, with a positive mindset and a positive attitude. And I'm not saying grit your way through it, but you find what works for you, you know? You find a flow in your routine. Because I just know how it feels to be around people who are beautiful people, but they just are in that like 100% all the time survival mindset, you know? Phone call.
Nice work. Now head outside, and I'll fill you in on phase 2. I've modified the imager in your binocucom to capture ghosts.
Didn't I just set these guys free? Why would I want to capture them again?
Not to worry. It's only a short-term confinement. Gather all the ghosts, then set them free down the chimney of Neela's headquarters.
I get you. She'll think it's a sneak attack from the Contessa.
Yeah.
Correct.
Remember, your time is important.
Right, and I always do my math
And even though some other people might not take your time as important, or them, you know what I mean? They might not see your time as important.
Good for us.
Value your time.
Really freak out Neela.
You know, no one's perfect. You know, I've always given everyone the benefit of the doubt, always. So, you know, it's like taking your own advice. It's like, I'm gonna take care of myself and not bend over backwards for the validation of others. I just say that because, you know, I've always been someone who likes to help and whatnot, but there just comes a time in life where you just need to, you know, value your time and put your foot down sometimes. Just do you, and if people don't like that, fine. Because, you know, everyone's busy in the world doing their things, and school, work, whatever. And it's just too much to worry about what other people think about you. Oh, no. Sweet. All right, let's take a pic of the ghost here, of the ghosty. Got him. Ah, I never get good pictures. I haven't been streaming as often as I was, but it's just because life has ups and downs, fluctuates. Usually after a down, there's a pretty strong up, as long as you're, taking good care of yourself. Oh, shoot. Yeah, let me move the camera just a smidge down. Smidge. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no! Better. Alright, but I get this will be a shorter stream just because right as I started the stream, I got a phone call and I don't have to do anything really, but family is family. Love, I love my family. Gotta be there for the fam. But not in a way where it's like, oh, I have to. You know what I mean? I'm gonna enjoy myself and then go spend some time with family. I'm gonna go see my grandma. My grandma called, and she's just been going through a lot lately. So it's nice to have her family there for her. But you know what, honestly, I like the shorter streams anyways, because when I feel like I'm trying to stream for a long time, then, I don't know, I feel like I get sleepy, or... I don't know. Honestly, I think it's better to do there's time for long streams and short streams. Or I should say, I feel like short streams should be more accepted, you know what I mean? Having a quick, positive stream, play a game for a little while, say some cool, positive, strong things. It can create a positive structure, for your life, and then you have a catalog of your videos to bat. And once you do it once, it just encourages more time to put aside for positive gaming rather than just mindlessly gaming. You see, it's like conscious gaming. I'm gaming, but not because I'm trying to escape life or anything. Trust me, when I was a kid, I know how it feels to play video games all day and then get to the point where you're like, what am I doing with my life? I love video games, but of course, when it's time to enjoy them, after I've taken care of myself, the dogs have eaten, have lived. Even the 24-hour streamers gotta eat sometimes. It's all about that balance. And even a basic but very positive and strong intention in video like this is the foundation for much bigger and better, stronger ideas. It sets the foundation for you to continue to just be positive and not be afraid to, just express yourself in positivity, because I know how it feels to be positive around people who are very not positive, and they look at you like you're disgusting or something. You know what I mean? It almost makes you feel bad about being your happy self, but no, don't let the negativity of others infect you or make you feel that you shouldn't feel good or be happy just because they're not. And sure, we're all facing different things. A lot of stuff happens in the world, but it doesn't mean we all have to be suffering. There could be two different people going through the same exact thing, and one could be complaining and suffering about it, and one could be definitely feeling it, but they're not making it worse by looking at the negative. It's never redundant to focus on positive thinking because it just reinforces it altogether. It's so easy to just mindlessly go through life and let just let everything infect you. You know what I mean? I'm all about maintaining the inner peace in love and harmony through everything, setting proper intention. It's like if I'm not creating my life, then it's going to be created for me, so I'd rather create a positive one, an intentional, strong, and creative, positive life. And there's nothing corny about that. I think it's pretty freaking awesome being strong and resilient from the inside. And you know what? It shows and it manifests on the outside. Sure, the outside is just a reflection of the inside, but you don't judge a book by its cover, but you know what I mean. Inner strength and resilience definitely comes out to outer strength and resilience. Remember, you can be strong on the outside, but definitely not on the inside. Plus, the whole reason why I even work out is not to look better or be better. It was always kind of like a self-challenge, like, yeah, I can do this, let's do this, lift this weight, and it was more like a fun thing to do. And I noticed that when I did notice gym results, I always kind of noticed me like changing as a person too. Got in better shape. Of course, I was feeling good about myself and everything, but I come to realize that that's not me. That, like, I really don't, I enjoy the progress and the growth, but really, I'm not about changing my body. That the whole thing is I've always actually loved myself, and I've always been enough, and me working out was always a reflection of me wanting to lift something as a challenge, not to be stronger or better or look differently. And that's straight up truth. That's how I've always looked at it. I've always kind of looked at things from a more grounded perspective my entire life. So, it's not nothing new, but I guess these days it's kind of like, oh, wow. It's just there's a lot of grounded people these days. That's all. I appreciate being able to stream too and to just be able to share these thoughts because, you know what? I know that if I were to be just watching a channel or whatever and someone was talking about something like this, that I would be interested just because it's... And plus, I like playing Sly, talking because you can run around. It's like conducive to positive thinking. But I'm going to set good intention too to have a good, awesome rest of the day. Like, I don't have to say exactly what I'm going to do, like to detail. There's lots of things that I actually have to do today, and that have already been done. But I'm just focused on right now. And the fact that I'm enjoying this moment right here is going to lead into me enjoying whatever else I do in the day, because I took time for myself through the noise to do what mattered to me, which is have a positive gaming session. As simple as it is, it's a profoundly impactful action to me. And you know what? Yeah, I'm proud of myself afterwards that, yeah, look, you went and you did a stream, because at first it was it's nervous for anyone to stream, especially when you're just starting and you're not sure, you're still learning camera setups and everything. Plus, it's a technical feat to do that in itself, so, give yourself a pat on the back, I say. And I'm thankful for this positive outlet, because you know why? There's not too many people that I can talk like this with on a day-to-day basis that would actually take me seriously. That's the thing. That's the sad part. Like, they won't take you seriously. So you kind of have to just be on that level that they are at. Just kind of keep yourself at, like, you know what I mean? It's a... Not saying everyone has to understand you, but you know what I mean. There's, you know, people, of course, family and stuff. I love my family, but, you know, your entire family's not going to truly fully understand you. But that's why that's why we find our, you know, a soul family, you know, real friends, you know, a family outside of family. But to find that, you know, you really got to be yourself. It's tough sometimes because a lot of the times who we are is just like accumulated habits and actions, like geared towards like pleasing others or trying to be a certain way. And I'd say just be weird and be your funny self, because we're all, you know, that when you were a kid, you know, just that when you were being funny and weird and goofy, and I'm not saying be like childish, but I'm saying, you know, keep that inner spirit of wonder and just life alive. You know, it's always within you. The longer you shun it, the harder it's going to be to come back to it, because it's almost going to feel like you're undeserving. But you're always deserving of your own love and compassion and your own validation. Like, say, you know, if you're having a tough day, that you can go at least and be with yourself and say, it's okay, I love you, you matter, you're awesome. Like, almost like if you were with yourself, like, it's like, oh, I couldn't even imagine all of the awesome things I'd be saying to myself, or, you know, but I do it. I don't even need to be separate from myself to do that. I can do that now. I can take out a journal paper and write how happy I am and to be myself throughout all the challenges. You know, you make mistakes, but we're not here to be perfect. But if you beat yourself up for the things the little mistakes that you think you're making, you're not letting yourself grow. We're here to make the mistakes, so allow yourself to make the mistakes. I'm not saying go off the deep end, but I'm saying allow yourself to just don't be fearful of yourself. Don't be fearful of your own fear. Basically, you know, just accepting yourself with all of your perceived flaws. Like, I was even watching Adventure Time in the Fear Feaster episode, and at the end where the hero ghosts came out and they were talking to Finn, they said the mark of a great hero is their flaw. It's like, you know, it's like Superman's kryptonite and all that stuff. No one's perfect, and everyone has something that could definitely take them down, but you still move forward regardless. Watched enough Courage the Cowardly Dog to know that you have to be courageous.
Okay, Sly, you have all
The things I do for love.
Now just make your way to Neela's HQ and drop them down her chimney.
Let's see, what time is it now? Oopsie daisy, I didn't mean to take... What am I doing? I don't want to do that. I can record while streaming? Wow, I can. That's weird. Huh. Let's see, 23, 424. Alright, I'll play for another, like... I'll give myself another, like, 25, 30 minutes. Plus, I think that's like a healthy playtime when you have things to do during the day. Trust me, this game session right here is a morale booster for me. Just to take time to sit down and game and just talk. Oopsie daisy. Because trust me, a little while, I took a little nap. And the last thing I want to do is mindlessly scroll through YouTube, trying to find something that interests me. No. In the back of my mind, I already know that I'm playing this game. I want to finish this game, and whenever I stream a game, it's always like the next positivity workshop, you know. Through all the BS, because, you know, there's things that we make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that you should stop, you know, doing good for yourself.
Perhaps it's time I purchase a little air power. A few bombers should put that old charlatan in her place.
Alright, now I want to do a Murray mission. Let's go get Murray. Yeah, it's a Oh. Skater. Sell the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm rich. Like he used to. I'm lumpy when I'm rich. Oh, look, Murray's taking a dump. Oh, wait, he's gonna do the. Wait, look. He's gonna poop on the tank. Alright, enough kidding around here. Now I can't stop doing it. Imagine like beating the entire game like just, but you can only move like this. If you take a step, you have to reset the entire game. What did I buy for Murray last time? Alright, I have super flop. Turnbuckle launch. Jump. Alright, that's the poop. Flame hand. So R2. I'll do Raging Inferno flop. Oh, because I bought new attacks for everyone. Because I'm rich and I always make sure to get all of the blue scrolls and loot first as I see them, of course. Oh shit. Take that, Raging Inferno flop. Raging Inferno fist. Ching, ching, bling, bling, bling. If you don't know that was from That's So Raven. I don't know, I just remembered hearing Raven saying it in an episode. Random, I know, but I always remember that. I was playing this with my friend Eric when I was younger, when it came out. You know what, that was fun. My friend used to be, well, I don't know if he still lives down the street or not, but my friend, when I was a kid, used to live down the street, and I used to go over his house, and I used to like to play video games, Pokemon, Game Boy, and I remember when Ratchet and Clank were coming out, like when Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal came out, or no, Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal, the whole, all of the games in the series there. We would like all have them and meet up at like birthday parties in each other's house and like play the game, see how far like each other got. I remember they beat Sly before me because they had it before I did, and good times. It's nice to have gaming friends. Plus, you know, when you're in school too, you know, like new games coming out, it's like, oh, you got the new game. How do I get up there? It's a challenge with Murray. Oh wait, I have Mega Jump. Plus, you know, I'd say stay young, because when if you're young at heart, you can have fun. You know, you could be a kid, you can play a game, you can do some, you know, you can still do everything in adult life, but you could have a sense of humor. You can take things lightly. You know what I mean? You could just, I don't know. It's just there's some, you know, those certain kids that just, they're like wise beyond their years. You know what I mean? And they're just so happy and
Just an old man
just with themselves. You know, they're just happy being alive.
That's General Clawfoot, and he's one of the toughest old
That's why I say, like, try to go back to
Not to mention
being like a kid, because once life hits you, sometimes, you know, with responsibilities and everything, hey, I know you got to take care of your kids and house and bills and everything, to where you can't really be like that all the time. That's fully understandable. But what I advocate is just doing your best to ignite that inner wonder within, during, and through all of the adult stuff, and make your own game out of life. That's the key right there. Everything I said summed up in that. Make your own game out of life. Get into the safe house. What did I do? I was talking too much. Kidnap. Did I punch him? Yep. Great. Back to the safe house. I really like that. I'm going to say it a few times. Get it stuck in my head. Make your own game out of life. Which means that if you're taking things literal, like to the point, to the T, letting everything and everyone tell you how everything is, I mean, that's just a label for it anyways. Life is what you make of it. Words and phrases and language, that's all just labels you slap onto it, but language it masks true feelings anyways. It masks the truth. Because you can say one thing and totally mean another. Oh. Oh, shit. Well, redo. But yeah, seriously, you could definitely say one thing and just completely mean the opposite. You could look someone in the eye and say, I love you. And you could totally, in your head, be thinking the total opposite. Like, in meaning it. And you can even say a word and mean something else. So I say that word could... Imagine growing up and that... Happy was... You were told that the word happy was sad. You know what I mean? It's just... I don't want to go too out of the box with it, but, you know... There is a creative, imaginative aspect, really, to everything. And you hold the keys to your own perception of what you choose to make of it. It's my funny way of decoding crap. Alright, super flop. Super kill. Ah. I can't just run around. But you know, these are the words that I need to hear too. It's like the words that I needed to hear that wouldn't have been said if I didn't make time for myself. Even to play a video game. Oh boy. Choo-choo. I did it.
Well, General Clawfoot, we've got a lot to talk about. You wouldn't by chance know the security codes to the castle gates, Don't feel like talking, huh? How about a little of this? Talk, you scoundrel!
Oh, it sounded like he said something else. What are you doing to him, Bentley? Alright, and we got one mission left. Bentley mission before we hit the next phase of missions. Did I, is there anything that I didn't sell? No. 9905, baby. Let's see, so it is 40. Alright. A second here. Alright. Hypno run. Hypno run. Can't get me. Oh, shit. 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 I'm stronger than Murray. Ah. Wow, Bentley's the freaking GOAT. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Alright, after this mission though, I'm gonna... After this Bentley mission, I'm gonna end the stream. It's gonna be a quick, positive stream, but powerful and impactful. That's the best kind anyways. It opens the door for longer, positive streams. Because each and every stream is building upon the positive energy that and momentum that we just create each and every day. And every little day we add more drops to whatever bucket it is until our cup runneth over.
That's it. I knew she'd have a bad mojo collector to transport the overflow.
Huh?
It's a semi-magical device that sucks up bad mojo. I'll need it to gather the runoff from these spouts.
Wow, sounds easy.
Not really. That mojo is a powerfully dark force. Take any damage while carrying that collector and you're done for.
Wow, sounds hard.
Yes, it presents an interesting tactical challenge. Perhaps I could use the death traps native to these crypts against any foe that might attempt to thwart my collection of the ectoplasm.
Huh? No way that'll work. I'd use that switch to smash up the guards before they ever got near me.
Precisely. Once all 4 cylinders of the collection device are full, that should be enough black magic to destroy the Mind Shuffler.
Alright. No.
Oucha!
Ha 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 ha!
Watch out!
I know I don't have to be putting them to sleep, but...
Looks like the spouts run out of bad mojo. No matter, I'm 1/4 of the way to a full tank.
I'm not really sure how to use your computer, but a new crypt should be up in your binoculars.
Oh, plus, I do gotta remind myself I gotta do that thing. I don't know, I'm... Yeah, probably gonna do that thing. Whatever it is, I'm open to the best, and if it's meant to happen, it'll happen, and I'll do it. And I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to... This is going to be the last mission before I end the stream, and it will. But like I said, it opens the door for more positive streams. I can't wait to get back and play this. It's like bringing back the excitement of playing games after school, but as an adult, after the things that I had after adulting. You know what I mean? Same thing, after work. And I appreciate it because there's been definitely many work years where... oh, shit. There's been many work years... where I was having trouble enjoying video games just because I needed the rest. I just didn't have the time. I did, but just I was spread so thin, my energy.
Watch out!
No. You know, I say don't be afraid to talk about what matters too. You are valid. Your thoughts are valid because you know why? My thoughts are valid. And I don't care what some people will say. Oh, I don't care what anyone says. Just like how some people, just like how the people who complain are so dead set and perfect as they are. You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry. This one's still out. Watch out!
Damn it. Look, even though I like to go to the gym and work out and everything, there's always going to be someone who's worked out longer or less than I have, so that, you know, throughout whatever we're doing, without getting caught up in just the throes of life. Oh, shoot. Just know that you matter and you're enough just as you are, and you deserve to enjoy life to the fullest just by being alive.
Need more time. Come on, come on! It's not that.
It's like it's all right here, right now. It's like whether you have it all or whether you don't have it all, it's just another breath.
Still not online. Hurry up, machine. It's not ready yet. It hasn't reset.
It's actually really fun now once you get the hang of it.
This'll hurt.
Haha. Oops.
This one's still out. On guard. It's still resetting. Hurry it up.
I love that you can hit him. At least, you know.
Reset. Reset.
Yeah.
Excellent. Another chamber in my mojo collector is full. Moving on to the third crypt.
Plus, I can always stream from my phone. That's cool. I have that feature on my phone. I can stream right from my phone. I can play any game on my phone and stream it.
Your binocular.
To your binocular. Wow, just hearing Murray's voice is bringing back just like the wonder and amazement that I had when I was a child playing this. Well, that I still have. I was talking about like the 2000s games or whatever and the PS2 games, and I really even loved some movie games, just like games with fun missions, mini games that you just play through. It's fun. It's like got like heart. It's got a good story. It's light, it's comical. Just everything now is I feel a bit. It's too easy to overproduce and not put much heart into it, or put maybe, you know what I mean? It's just shit. So there's a lot more. I don't want to say shit, but there's just a lot more. I'm not saying in a bad, not derogatory sense, but that as well too. But you know, there's just a lot more shit to sift through now. But there's still gold to be found. There's still, you know. There's still meaning and everything, and it's not like it's went anywhere. It's just there's a lot more shit out there. That's all. That's why they say, like, with the AI and everything, just like that there's just going to be so much with the AI that it's almost going to be indistinguishable from... Well, I'm kind of... that somewhat. I'm getting a bit off topic with that, but... But dang, you know, I'm glad that I at least have Twitch to talk to about nice, fun subjects. Poison gas! What was that from? Poison gas! What was that from? Poison gas! Harold and Kumar, Guantanamo. When they were in the plane and he dropped the bong and he's like, it's just a bong, and he was like, B-O-M-B, bong, yeah. He said B-O-N-G at first. Oh, it's just a bong because he brought the bong in the plane, but then the guy was like, a bomb? And you're on a plane, so you say that word on a plane. You know, I mean, what if you say I'm sick and tired of these goddamn motherfucking, I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, would you get taken off the plane for that? Probably not. How? I love, like, the comic aspect of it, too. Burn, baby, burn. Just gon' burn. Oh! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! All right, I got a lollipop. Haha. I'm calling it. Yeah, lollipop. I'll write down a quick note too. Hooray, lollipop. Mm.
Please leave your message for
I got a lollipop, strawberry. I was gonna take the doggies out in a few. So I'm gonna finish this mission, and then that's it. Oh yeah, I gotta write down a good idea. All right. All right. Whoa. I'm doing it.
That does it for this room. Looks like I've only got one more crypt to go.
One more.
I'm really getting the hang of this. I just sent you another waypoint, but it's kind of buried in the well. Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Haha. Don't worry, Mally. I'm just gonna finish this mission, and that's it.
This'll hurt.
Oh,
Hurry it up! Watch out! It's still resetting. Harry, strike! Hurry up, machine!
ah, shit.
This'll hurt. This one's still out. Hurry up, machine. Still not online. It's not ready yet. Come
Come on.
Need more time. It hasn't reset. It's still resetting. The Lizard Cave. Reset. Reset. All right, the deed is done.
I did it.
With a mojo collector at full capacity, I should be able
All right,
to
Mally,
blow
just
the
about ready?
clockwork eyes off that mind shuffler. This is going to be great.
This is going to be great. Job complete. All right, if you like the stream, whenever you're watching this, remember to
All right,
follow,
fellas,
help grow the
let's
stream,
get
and the
down to
positivity
business.
and the
The
momentum.
first steps to escalating the war between Neela
And that's
and the
it. Wishing
Contessa
you the
have
best
gone
as always.
well.
That's if
We're
only
down
if you
the
want to.
final setups
Want to be wished
before we
well, of
spring
course.
our trap. Sly, I need you to
Well, yeah,
steal
time
a
to get
voice
rolling.
modulator from the castle
Peek
and
out.
install it under Neela's headquarters. If all goes as planned, it should allow us to give orders to her mercenaries
I'll let him at least know.
without being detected. Unfortunately, Neela's recent bomber purchase has made her army over-enthusiastic, and they might strike before we're ready. Which leads me to Murray. I need you to hotwire one of the Contessa's tanks and go to town on the mercenaries. We just need to intimidate them a little. And finally, I'll venture back into the crypts to power
Peek
up
out.
that old computer in the re-education tower. We're going to need it to save Carmelita.